You look at when someone does something or says something, I don't just let how it makes me feel, then just react. I kind of go, first of all, okay, why did you come to that conclusion and why did you say what you said? So I try to reverse engineer, why would that person do that?
Yeah.
And you try to look, well, maybe they're jealous. Maybe they're uneducated. Maybe they're, like, I try to understand.
We really examine where they're coming from and why they might be doing that.
I don't instantly go, you're stupid and evil.
No.
I just go, well, I know a lot of these people, like, you know, if you're thinking about it, like a friend or somebody, we know them.
Sure.
But it's like, why'd you go that way? Here's a good example, and I'm curious in your opinion on this. There was this, because this is how I've learned, and we have 99% positive feedback, not feedback, I should say, positive, just comments in general on our social media. So thank you, all you positive people, appreciate you. But every now and then you do get a 1%, negative.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between negative and constructive criticism. Some people say, hey, your lighting sucks, or hey, this, I go, oh, crap, like, we need to fix that.
Sure.
That's not, I don't count that as negative.
Yeah.
That's just constructive criticism, and we love that. But the stupid bullying comments or just uneducated or just angry comments, that whole thing. We have decided as a couple to never write back to it. Because I don't want to light that flame. I also don't want to fight them because then I become the bully.
Right.
And I become that's not how I communicate.
Yeah.
Well, recently I was on Twitter, and I'm curious what you all think out there, audience, on this. There's this woman who was kind of just talking nonsense about you. And I get more riled up about when people say things about you or if no one said anything about my family, but I can imagine, or if you have a kid,
right.
You're almost more protective than your own self because you're like more.
But she's a major supporter of you, and then talking smack on me, which you're like.
Yeah. So I went about it and I go, okay. I go, first of all the comments, you can see that, it just doesn't seem like an educated, thought out message. It's
right.
kind of settled in like it's unreality. What would you call that?
Unrealistic.
Unrealistic. So, and just to give you one more thing before I shared what I did here, when I first got on Days, because I cared so much about telling this true love story and being straight, I didn't want two reasons. I didn't want someone to know that I was straight and I was dating and take away from these new characters falling in love. I didn't want people to instantly judge he's a straight guy trying to play a gay
right.
character. And I also didn't want to come off like I've heard in the past, and I've shared this story, where someone goes, so you play a gay character and you're straight. Yep, I'm straight. I've seen a few people
right.
do that where I go, relax, dude. Like, why are you playing the role then if you're that concerned about how you're perceived or something?
Yeah.
Like, that's not kind of the right representation
No.
if you can't understand love is love. So I never wanted to even be misconstrued a second of saying, I play a gay character, but I'm straight. I hate the but I'm straight. It bothered me.
Yeah.
So I talked to publicity and I said, look, I don't ever want to ask this question because I don't want to lie. I'm not going to say, hey, I'd rather not say. I just rather not be asked the question. So for the first year and a half, you never came to an event with me. We never talked about me being straight. I was able to build this like real love story that people fell in love with. And thank you, everyone. We've done it so well, I'm not tapping myself on the back, but we've done it so well that there's a small group of people who literally thought over the years that you were hired by NBC to be my beard, meaning that I'm gay and I'm in love, but I'm with you as a cover.
Yeah.
If people wanted to think that in 2013, fine.
Right.
Go for it. Oh, he's bringing her to a couple events and blah, 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 blah. If you still think that in 2020, it's just so unrealistic that it just doesn't make any sense. We are together every day. Like, it's not even worth bringing up. Like, everyone knows.
We even quarantined together.
Yeah, they must be paying me
a lot of money.
If we weren't really together. So when I see all this stuff, I go, okay. But I don't want to just fight. It's not going to, it's ridiculous. And I could just block, but I was like, I don't want to block. I go, I care about my fans.
Yeah.
And so I looked at this woman's page and she has pictures of me plastered everywhere.
Yeah.
So I write her. I DM her on Twitter.
Happened?
And I said, hey, I see that you're a fan of mine and I appreciate and love my fans and I appreciate your support. Because I looked at her Twitter, I was like, that's amazing. Like, you're posting all about me and like, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
But I see that you're being disrespectful to my fiance And I love connecting with my fans. I'd love to get to know you, or whatever I said. Something like, I love to connect with my fans, but I can't connect any further with you if you don't stop disrespecting my fiance. So I figured, let me just take this private high road, and maybe she'll say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'll never do it again. And I go, cool. And then I'll tweet with her, just like I text and write comments. I go, let me try this way. And her message back was, she's not your fiance. So I go, block.
Yeah.
But at least I felt good that I tried.
Of course.
You literally were being so disrespectful. And I took the high road to I am on your, you like me more than any other actor, that you chose to have all my pictures posted on your Twitter. And I gave you a window in 2020 because of technology to actually communicate, to ask me questions, to talk, to build a relationship. No. So they miss out.
That's what's interesting, though, because luckily we really haven't gotten, that much hate or, mean comments. And our community has been really, really awesome. Just like great, thoughtful conversation. But from time to time, of course, things are going to come up. Not everyone's going to like you. It is all good. Totally understand that. And I understand putting myself out online, you as well, we're kind of asking for people to give us their opinions. That's just part of being an online presence. But I'm just saying, I'm really grateful we've had such wonderful, great supporters. And I really believe that that's because of the type of content that we put out. We like to educate. We like to inspire. We like to be good to others and understand, we all want to be good in this world. We got one life. Let's help each other. That's just kind of our overall vision and goal. So it's interesting that we don't get that much hate, if you will. And I'm curious that if we got more, like certain friends of ours.
Oh, they get destroyed.
And one of my friends will share stuff that is said to her,
so bad.
and it's horrific.
We've never even got a percentage of that.
So here we are like, oh yeah, I tried writing her back, but if we were just getting tons of hate, who knows how we would respond. But one of my friends still responds to all of them, and she'll blast them on her social.
I don't like responding because it's and we talked to Camille about this on the podcast, where she goes, look, they need to know that you can't mess with me. And I get it. I get a lot of celebrities do that, but for me, I don't like letting a hater know that I've seen it. And I also don't like to add into the flame. And it just seems like, what's the outcome?
Right.
It's, if someone is like some of the stuff that your one friend gets, I mean, it is so rotten that it doesn't deserve it. And I don't like to take my time to argue with a hater when I could write back and answer a question to 10 loyal fans who love me, and I could build a relationship. Why would I deal with someone who's only going to add negativity to the page, isn't going to like, isn't going to comment, isn't going to subscribe, isn't going to further our channel or anything, just going to cause, like, I don't, like,
you don't need
ignore them so they leave, and I can spend more time with people who actually care, who's contributed to our channel. And that's what we do. We spend a lot of time every day trying to reach everyone, but we have a good system, because as we're growing right now, I'm still trying my best to get back to back to a lot of people. I think many of you have probably gotten a direct message from us at least once.
Yeah.
And if we haven't, I'm sorry, but we do try.
Of course. So it's just really interesting, but as different channels continue to grow, or platforms, if you will, you're kind of still opening yourself up to allowing people to connect with you no matter what it is they want to say. So I don't know. For me, I've always been more of like a high road kind of person. I know you have too. And sometimes, oh my gosh, Benji, do you guys hear him snoring? He's out. But I just think it's easier to take the high road and block if it comes to that, or just, move on. And like you said, connect with community who actually is adding value and having a thoughtful conversation over anything else.